when I sweat my rust.
Hello viewers, so today I am with my friend Ami, who will be coming to the horse show with me, and so we're making pony pouches today. So I decided that I will show you how to make some pony pouches. These are really simple pony pouches. They're not like the super fancy ones you can buy from, I totally forgot her name, but she makes super fancy pony pouches with like 3 layers of fleece and everything, and they're amazing. But if you don't have money to buy those, then here's some super simple ones. So what you're going to want some fleece. Fleece is the best just because it is super plushy and very soft, so it won't kill your horses. Doesn't matter what color I just chose purple because I associate it with my show. So what you're going to do, you also want these fancy scissors. This is the stuff of the gods when you're cutting up fabric. And so this is already a pre-cut thing of fabric that I made, but how you want to figure out what size you're going to do, get your horse that you want to fit into it, cut it out maybe an inch longer on each side of the head and tail, and then roll them over, and then there's more right there, give them about 2 inches, and then there's the flap right there. And so what it's going to look like is, that's what the pouch is going to look like once it's all folded up. You need this little flap on the top so that it can fold over onto the horse, so we can be all protected on the way to the show. And then we are going to do some sewing. So how you want to sew this is like I did before, just kind of put it like this. You can put whatever side, outside, inside, whatever you want to do. I always put this side closer to the horse so the fuzzies don't come off of this side. But just do whatever you want. Get some thread. I just use this thread. It's kind of like thin fishing line, just because it's really thick and it won't break on you. And then whatever size of needle you want. If you need to, please get your parents' help with this so you don't stab yourself. I don't want to be responsible for stabbings from needles. Alright, so I'm going to hurry and sew this up for you, and then I'll show you the finished product. Alright, so when you're done sewing it, it's going to look a little something like this. Right now it's still inside out, and that's what you want it to look like. It won't look pretty. Trust me, it will not look pretty unless you use an actual sewing machine, but I don't have one of those, so I get a hand sew everything. And this is one that I already made. It's to the scale of Ami's Bard of Rage, and so he's a pretty big guy. After you sew it, take it, pull it inside out. It's going to look a little bit prettier that way. And then take your horse and stick him right in there. You'll take the top, go like that, and he's all protected on your way to the show. Now, of course, if you have a horse that's a little more expensive or you're a little more scared it's going to break, I do have another tip for you for a second layer of a pony pouch. So I will get all the materials together and then I'll show you that one. Alright.
Okay.
So now, as we have a horse dying in the back of us. Alright, so now for any of you that want to kind of have some added protection for your horses, like say you have a really expensive horse or one that has more fragile parts, like a more fragile tail, stuff like that, then you can get one of these big rolls of bubble wrap. Now, of course, you don't need one this big. This is one that has 200 feet of bubble wrap in it, but they're really nice. You can get a whole bunch of it, and this is one that has the actual perforated lines in it, so then instead of having to worry about cutting straight, you can just tear it right up, and it works. So what you want to do for this one, take your horse, here's Bard in his pony pouch. We'll measure it like we did with the actual pony pouch. Go to the nearest perforation in there. Try not to pop the bubbles. It's way too fun to pop them. But with this, you want to resist popping them, otherwise they're not going to do any good. Alright, so now that we have that cut up, if you're going to have any part of the bubble wrap next to the horse, like actually touching the horse, have the bubble side facing out, because if not, if you're in a very hot or humid place, the bubbles can actually melt against the horse and leave some marks, and that doesn't look pretty. Don't do that. Don't do that. That doesn't look good. Alright, but luckily with this guy, he doesn't have any bubble wrap actually touching him. So, where are his feet? There they are. So we're going to take this. Now you're going to use a stapler. Take one of these. Don't worry, the staples aren't going to touch the horse. So don't even worry about anything like that. And just go along and staple the edges like this.
You could.
Alright, so now we have all that stapled. And remember, you just want to get the bottom stapled, and then probably just this top part so it doesn't flap all over the place. And so, when you put it in your bag, if you want to, you can tape the top of it right there so it doesn't fly open anywhere. You can tape that side there, but for now your horse has added protection aside from just the soft fleece, so that if he accidentally bumps up against anything or gets squished, there's going to be a layer of bubble wrap to protect him in the packaging. Alright, so there's that video for you guys. If you have any questions about that, feel free to ask me in the comments. And hopefully I'll be making another show video for you soon.